Hey everybody, News Now Wyoming here, bringing you another story about cops and their behaviors and possible penalties. In this story, we're going to talk about a story that I'm catching off of Fox News, but it has been everywhere. Navy veteran died after California police knelt on his neck for nearly 5 minutes, the family alleges. First thing I need to ask you, what the hell does it matter that he is a Navy veteran? As an Air Force veteran, I don't want any story about me to be Air Force veteran does this. Air Force veteran criticizes cop. That's not what I want. Any headline about me. So I do have an issue with them, and the news does this every single time, doesn't it? Navy vet. So let's talk about the story itself. He was suffering a mental health emergency, and his sister dialed 911 because a 30-year-old was suffering a mental health crisis and needed help. So his sister calls the police because she says, I need their help. I need them here. Now this is a news flash for anybody that does not already know. You do not call the family member or the cops on a family member unless you want that family member to die. They will die if you call them. If you call them for help, somebody is going to die. Okay? Don't question that. That is a likely case. What could possibly happen? The person is going to die. So please, do not call the cops on a family member unless somebody's life is truly in danger. Because somebody will die because of it. Or their life is going to be ruined because of the cop's response. So 18-year-old sister says she now regrets calling police. He might hurt her mom because of his insistence. Now, it is important to note that by the time the cops got there sometime later, and I thought I had read one of these, that they showed up about 40 minutes after the call went out. I don't know if that's accurate or not, because now I'm not seeing that. But by the time the cops got there, he was calm. And so what they say happened is the sister allowed the cops into the house. And without saying a word to this young man, they pull him out of his mother's arms, throw him to the ground, and then stick their knee against his neck for 5 minutes, while the other cop is trying to handcuff him. Again, never said a word to this young man. Never said, hey, come here. Never asked him what was going on. Now all this stuff is alleged, and it will never be proven. We can't prove that this happened. Why? Because the cops showed up without wearing body cameras. This happened in December of 2020, and the cops were responding to a call where they knew they would have to get hands on, or suspected they would have to get hands on, and they didn't have their body cameras on. How idiotic are these cops? Anybody who's watched my channel knows that for me, a body camera is extremely important. They prove the cops are at fault when they are at fault. And then they find them innocent when they've done good. When they haven't done anything wrong. The body cameras are essential to that. We've been saying for 30 years, police are corrupt. Police do bad things. And the courts kept saying, you can't prove that. Everybody kept saying, no, you are lying. No, you are exaggerating. We've been saying it for years. Rodney King happened when? In 1994, 1995? When was he beat? The only reason those cops were found guilty was because of the video evidence. If it wasn't for that video evidence, they kept denying it and denying it and denying it. They kept lying about what happened until that video evidence was produced. So please tell me why in 2020 cops still think it is okay to go without body cameras. Okay? So outside that, so the facts of this case are just horrible. So she didn't begin recording on her cell phone until her son's eyes rolled into the back of his head. Now I'm reluctant to show you this video. It is very disturbing to me. So we're only going to watch a few minutes of the beginning of it. And then we're going to skip forward to the reenactment of what the attorneys allege happened before the video camera started rolling. Yeah.
What happened?
Angelo. Angelo.
You see any medication?
Not that I know of. Come on, can you take him, please? Please.
Yeah, we got time.
Huh? Yeah,
So as you can see, this part of it continues on this video for
What happened?
3 minutes or so. I'm not going to cover it. So here's a reenactment of it, of what happened before.
They make a comment to the effect of how strong your mom is, how strong the mom is, and Angelo's not saying anything. So then, the police officer then pulls him.
Picks him up, yes, and then he says, "Please don't kill me."
Yeah, he goes right to the floor, Please don't kill me. Please don't kill me. He's down. He's turned.
Oh,
And
yes,
so,
like that.
There you go.
That's
So
how
now
it
what we
goes.
have is a knee on his back of the neck, head.
When did they handcuff you?
Well, hold on.
handcuffed me too.
Then they handcuff him,
Yeah.
and then but hold on here. You got the hands, and you got, and then you have the knee,
Like that.
and that. Go back a little bit more. Go back here, right in there. Okay. Okay. Is that it?
Yeah.
That's it.
It's
And-
wrong position.
Hmm?
It's a little bit off. Yeah, but
This is basically the position.
yeah.
Okay, so that's going to be, that's all we'll watch of that reenactment there. Again, how do they prove this? It's going to be Mama's word against the officer's word. There is going to be a lawsuit. They said that they have sent in a legal challenge and that they have to respond within 45 days. And then they are going to be filing the federal court case, so I'll be covering that, of course, when the original complaint comes out, and I'll probably cover it from beginning to end. Just as I do try to cover a lot of these lawsuits. It's 2020 that this happened, now it's 2021. Can anybody please tell me in the comments below why it should ever be okay for a cop to put his knee on the back of a suspect that is cooperating? Why is that okay? Why should that be authorized? Even when somebody is struggling, this seems like one of those extreme moves that we have now shown that it's a deadly force. It's deadly force. So is deadly force authorized in this case? And the cop should have known that it was deadly force because of has this happened in the past? No cop. Nobody's ever died because a cop's leg was on their neck. Not before December of 2020. We didn't have protests this summer for this exact reason. We haven't seen this repeatedly. No, so the cops couldn't have known that this was deadly force. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. Please also let me know why you think the news keeps saying Navy vet or veteran. Why is that important to the story? I see no relevance to it. And it does. It pisses me off because That is not what I want to be on any of the things. Air Force veteran says nasty things about cops. Nasty veteran suggests don't call the cops unless you want your family member to die. That is not what I want a headline to be. Actually, that might be the headline of this video, just as a joke, but no, I can't joke about this, you guys. Alright, let me know about anything and everything in the comments below. Have a great night. Thank you.